Well, Italy's Prime Minister has become the latest international leader to fall victim to a pair of Russian pranksters.
Yeah, Woven and Lexus tricked Giorgia Meloni into thinking they were the president of the African Union, where she revealed that there is fatigue over the war in Ukraine from all sides and that everybody understands we need a way out.
Others who have fallen for the tricksters have included Sir Elton John, Henry Kissinger and Boris Johnson. Let's have a quick listen. Would you be fooled?
Sir Elton, hello.
Hello, Dimitri. How are you?
I'll be interpreter between you and Mr. Putin.
And you'll tell me what he's saying, right?
Здравствуйте, сэр Элтон.
So, tell him I'm extremely honored to be on this, that he's calling me and that I'm speaking to him. It's a great privilege to be able to speak to one of the most influential people in the whole world. It's amazing.
How do you think? Who is behind of explosion of Nord Stream 2? Who is guilty? How do you think?
I frankly thought you were.
Really? You think that we? No.
Hello, good afternoon. It's Boris Johnson here.
Good afternoon, Foreign Secretary.
Prime Minister, may I congratulate you very sincerely on your remarkable success.
Speaking.
Hi, dear Prime Minister. Nice to hear you. Nice to meet you. So, thank you for your time. And
how are you?
How do you estimate the conflict in Europe between Ukraine and Russia? How long it will take to understand it? What is the position? You had conversations with President Biden and others. So.
Well, I see that there is a lot of fatigue, if I have to say the truth, from all the sides. We're near the moment in which everybody understands that we need a way out.
I mean, it's partly funny, it's just partly ridiculous. Well, we can actually speak to one of the pranksters now. Lexus of Woven and Lexus joins us now. Good morning to you. I've got to say, Lexus, tip of the hat to you, I raise a glass, because in the great history of satire, these people deserve to be ridiculed. The big question is, why do they fall for it?
Well, I think they are pranking. We are pranking them because they have some kind of vanity, and it is the reason why they fall for such a calls. And of course, it is interesting to sort them as persons, and of course, British victims were probably one of most interesting for us, because they told us many good and interesting stories.
I mean, obviously, you're a prankster, you're having fun with this. Is it a bit dangerous, though? I mean, you could get someone, hoping for foul play, getting one of these people on the phone. It's quite worrying that our leaders are this gullible, isn't it?
Well, for us, it's a kind of our job, and we are doing it only as a normal work. So these guys are not the last, and we have prank calls with even with Secretary General of NATO Jens Stoltenberg, and he also revealed some interesting thing. But as you see, we worked during the last 10 years and nothing changed. And so I hope that we teach our victims how to protect themselves. So we give them some kind of exercise.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of flipping of the narrative, isn't it? It's like, if I can get through to you, then anybody could get through to you. And particularly with what Giorgia Meloni said about Zelensky, I'm sure many leaders would echo that. People are getting a bit of fatigue with the war. Now we have a fresh war in Israel. But for her to admit that to somebody without them being actually vetted properly, it's a serious lapse of security.
Yeah, it is serious, and as you know that the last time what happened with the advisor of Prime Minister Meloni, her foreign advisor had resigned, and then I think that security reasons, of course, it is a very serious thing, and I see that the problem in European between European leaders is that they don't pay big attention to such an issue as security problems in their protocol.
Lexus, you seem to manage to fool absolutely everyone. We've heard this long list of people who you've managed to fool. Is there anyone who you've failed to fool? Yeah, can you name anyone who didn't fall for the trick?
We will not trick with, I think, with leaders of Middle East, because people there will not understand it. It could lead to another war, and of course will not trick leader of North Korea too, because people around him could be killed, and as you saw, nobody was killed around Boris Johnson or another British targets. But in case with Elton John, he said that that prank was funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad Boris Johnson isn't killing anyone over
on the one hand, it's a great piece of fun. On the other hand, if political corpses start dropping because of these calls, then that would be an unfortunate fallout. Lexus, thank you very much. Lexus of Woven and Lexus, a great piece of fun. Thanks for joining us on GB News.